Wow, that's a brilliant connection. This is like something I would make.
Yes, it does.
I did not do this.
And no, we did not do that. That is ugly. That is ugly, ugly.
Here we got a dead battery, which I'm going to try to remove without taking this off, but I'm probably going to have to take that off. And we also, there's a ground that's supposed to be problematic on this vehicle, and we're going to check it while we have the battery out to make sure it's not corroded and not causing the problems.
Yes.
Starting off, starting these 3/8 inch, or at least it was 3/8 inch once upon a time. That one had rip.
That one looks like it's been seen better days. Both of them look like they've seen better days.
This needs new bolts, that's for sure.
Definitely chewed
and
the
this will grab chewed ones normally, but it's not going to grab that one. So now I got to find something else. Doesn't work. So pliers it is.
Well, I tightened it up. I tightened it up with something. It was like a 9 or an 8 or millimeter or something. I don't remember what it was.
Lock joint pliers it is. And those two bolts are 15 and 12, I believe.
All right, he said 2 bolts are 15 and 12. He believes. He's grabbing lock joint pliers and apologized about shaky cam.
13 and 15, sorry. And these were once 15 16ths, but they're not anymore.
I don't know if you want to, because if you look in there, like I said, walk around here, you'll notice
that the battery's been bleeding out of the terminal.
That too.
Yeah, I think the battery's bad.
The battery might be a mite overcooked. Let me guess. There's a problem.
Just take this off. And hopefully not snap this thing off like I did on the other side.
I don't think you did that. I think somebody cross-threaded that and said, oh, well, that's as far as we're going.
Yeah. Buicks always seem to find it favorable, at least modern Buicks, find it favorable to have multiple things in the way. Which is funny, apparently there was a plastic cover for the battery at one point. There's just the shattered piece of plastic that's left from it.
Where's that at? Oh.
And this would have had a, I think this would have come over and covered the battery at one point.
I'll try to get that one day.
Get that out of the way. Get that battery out of there. Oh.
That's a dead one.
I'm guessing this is the ground that was being talked about.
Yeah, I saw on a video where they said there's a hidden ground behind the battery that can sometimes be a problem. So if you have multiple electronic problems, check that, because it can get corrosion and whatnot.
Wow, that's a brilliant connection. This is like something I would make.
Yes, it does.
I did not do this.
And no, we did not do that. That is ugly. That is ugly, ugly.
Let's do an electric cleaner for now.
All right.
Because it's not corroded enough that I think I need to pull anything off. But once again, if you get too close, wear glasses. You do not want this stuff sprayed in your eyes.
Yeah, safety first.
Two on at it. And just clean all these ground mounts. There's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. So you just spray that on and it gets it clean, or do you have to do something?
Well, sometimes this kind of stuff sometimes does a good job. It gets it clean. At very least, it'll let you see if there's any corrosion you need to clean off with a brush. I'm not seeing anything that I need to pull that, clean it with a brush. It's not that badly corroded, it's a little dirty. I cleaned it up, and I'll spray a little terminal spray cover on them so it doesn't corrode up. But
yeah. The bolt is a size 13 on the ground. 13 millimeter, yes.
And I'm not pulling it all apart, I'm just loosening it up. Okay, 13 millimeter bolt, and they had gunk that's probably anti-corrosion stuff, but I wanted to loosen it up so I can wiggle the wires a little bit to make sure there's no corrosion, and I'll spray it with a different flavor of contact cleaner, just for good measure. And I'm going to do the same with these two grounds here too. That one's also 13, that one is a 10.
But you get a dirty ground or a contact on an engine, it can cause all kinds of problems.
Tighten that up, let that dry.
It can unrotate your tires, it can...
That's only on new cars. auto rotate function.
Yes. Sign you up. It could sign you up for warranties and then
Also,
never
only on
pay
new
them,
cars.
and then never pay for them. It can.
My favorite was free satellite radio.
Yeah.
I still don't know how that worked.
Somebody paid for it and then forgot they were paying for it.
I have no idea.
Yeah. That's what happens in a lot of these things.
I had a Nissan that I had for about 1.5 years, and it was used, and I never got the satellite radio. It was supposed to be free for, I think 30 days, and it was still playing free when I traded it off 1 year and like 3 months later.
Yeah.
Not that I really listened to it that much, but
Well, satellite radio, it's like, there's nothing wrong with it if you like really specialized, specific music. If you like the really hardcore rock sounds of 2000 or 2009, or grunge, just grunge, or stuff like that. But if you like a mixture of stuff, it kind of sucks.
I had all of 2 stations I listened to regularly. Back up.
I just always find myself, I'll put it on, like I'll use Amazon Music or YouTube Music or something, and I always find that I have a more variety of a mix than any satellite radio ever could on my likes and thumbs up. I mean, where else are you going to find Psycho Stick followed up by Aerosmith, followed up by frickin' Mamas and the Papas?
It gets more random. You listen to my stuff.
Yeah, you're worse than me.
You don't even know. Some of that music doesn't even have a genre to identify it with.
Now he's spraying the terminal spray, terminal protection spray.
Yeah, don't necessarily need it, but that's just going to be convenient. Just what I've got. But anything to still keep from corroding. But all I did was pull it loose, wiggle the wires around, check for corrosion. There was no visible corrosion. Wiggling the wires around should break anything loose. Used electric connector spray cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
Actually 2 flavors of it. And got that done. That one actually needs to probably go back in the house. I thought that was somewhere I have connector protector spray.
Yeah.
I can't find it.
Nope, that's my clean the contacts on my old SNES games. Back when I had SNES. I need to go get another SNES.
Here you go. That one came out of the house. That's probably yours.
Thank you.
I thought it was the other stuff.
Happens.
And I'll close that. Which it was not in any place you would have put it. So I'm guessing it had been borrowed from you already.
More than likely.
Because I figured, why is this here?
It's me. God knows why. It could have been anywhere.
The pan's pretty good. You would have, there's a battery holder. It would bolt in there. It would bracket it down. There was a plastic plate that went over the top of it. It's all gone. So, but we got a new battery. We got a new battery that was dual terminal. But it's good we don't have that cover plate, because it wouldn't work.
I suppose. Somebody broke it for me then, I guess. Even though I wouldn't have broke it, I would have just pulled it off.
And left it off, I know.
Yeah.
But it is holding a wire too, so.
Oh
yeah.
Good old Rural King.
Check whatever's behind this one too.
No, we didn't check that one either.
More of the same. I don't see any signs of corrosion.
No, I'm not seeing that here either.
I'll clean it and then I'll cover it. That's what I'm going to loosen up. These two I loosened up because there's a little bit of rust.
Yeah.
That one doesn't even have rust. So, battery in there. It fits perfectly. That other battery was too small for this car.
Figured. Because I kept having to jump it, and after like the second or third time, I'm like, this ain't right. I can understand a jump needed, but...
There's possibly a parasitic draw, but...
Yeah.
It's the right one, right?
Yep. Once again, being a hoarder has come into play.
Well, I only need to use one of them, so I have the other.
How long ago did you have to do that?
I don't know. It was a while. Probably a couple of years. Oh man, that's nasty.
Yeah, I tease them about that. But in this case, it
they
does
all
come in handy.
harass me until I actually use the stuff that I've kept, and that's why I can't keep it.
Then we don't harass you for a minute. And then we harass you again.
Because normally why I'm keeping stuff is because I've needed this before, and then I haven't been able to get it. But you pull it out, then you just got to kind of push the rubber around. It's aggravating. I think there's actually a specialty tool for this. Fur, there we go.
Perhaps.
Ignore the Kentucky coming out.
No, we're not from Kentucky. We don't live in Kentucky anyway. Although sometimes we are within spitting distance.
There we go. When all else fails, just, use brute force.
Of strength. TM.
But technically, you're supposed to be able to take a screwdriver and pull the lip around and push that in, and it works. Also, sometimes you can just do what I did, force it through, and it'll pop in. Now we have
something that doesn't look like it's been gnawed on by a wild animal.
One that'll work, and you can tighten down properly.
That's right. I can't get too close with it because the camera don't like that. This camera don't focus all that well, but there we go.
Another camera needed.
Yeah, we got the new camera, and we've already determined we're probably going to buy another new camera. By we, I'm meaning me. So please like, share, and subscribe. It helps.
Wow, definitely a live battery, and that sparked a lot more than it should with nothing on. So it may have a draw.
There may be a parasitic draw.
Yeah. Everything, when manages to pick everything up.
Good Lord. It's times like this, I'm glad I'm not in Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a beautiful state and very windy. Very windy.
Well, depends where you're at in the state.
Yeah, I suppose that's true too. Like Tulsa, most people don't feel the wind in Tulsa. Probably because they're gambling, but most people don't feel the wind in Tulsa.
Alright, before I tighten this all the way down, why don't you try starting it?
Alrighty-o.
Quit pumping the gas, you're going to flood it.
Alright.
It's not carbureted. And that tensioner definitely needs replaced. I think you flooded it, pumping the gas so much.
Go ahead.
There's your camera. Hey, and the screen works.
Screen works just fine.
There you go.
Here we are.
We may have solved the problems.
Yep, screen works just fine. I do like this thing. Trying to remember how to eject the tape. Got trim problems here. Somebody apparently decided they wanted to try to pry the tape deck open. Don't do that. There it is, eject. See, right there. Tape deck's open. And it got a little light in there. A little light in there, I like that. Yeah, this thing has, I can set the temperature on it. So if I want the internal temperature to be, say, 70 degrees, there we go. Now this thing's going to cool the internal temperature to 70 degrees. Cool digital gauges. If you like all things 80s, I suggest you grab a Reatta because they do have a pretty cool interior. And if you squint hard enough and you hit yourself in the head, it looks like a Porsche.
So long.